and change a bad beginning. No one can go back.
Welcome back. You're still watching Money Live here on SABC2. Well, we're mesmerizing you with the beautiful sounds there from Botshabelo Sunrise as we're broadcasting live from Botshabelo. It's east of Bloemfontein, approximately 45 kilometers from Bloemfontein. So we are at the main road of Botshabelo. You'll probably be seeing a lot of taxis and buses behind me ferrying Botshabelo residents, as majority of them are working at the capital city in Bloemfontein. So this is the Jasmine Mogotu Highway where we are this morning. Well, just to know better about Botshabelo, to get a clearer picture on what Botshabelo is, because I was just reading now and my colleagues and I were having an argument because it is said Botshabelo, it's the second largest township after Soweto in South Africa. Well, let's take a look at this report prepared for us by a reporter in the Free State, Balisamweti.
Botshabelo was established in the 70s by people who moved from farms across the Free State. Most of them were looking for homes in Tabanchu region, a former Boputa Tswana homeland. The homeland governing policy only permitted the Tswana people to stay in Tabanchu. So the rest, who were mostly Basotho, were housed at an informal settlement known as Kromdraai. In 1979, the people of Kromdraai were moved to a farm called Onverwacht. This after the then Prime Minister of Kwakwa Tsiame Mopedi, together with the apartheid government, found a place for them. The name changed to Botshabelo in 1981. In its early days, Botshabelo's economy was driven by factories.
It was at the, one would say, the center between Bloemfontein and Lesotho. So therefore it would make sense for transportation and having goods that will be purchased and you can sell to a neighboring state like Lesotho. So it was a nice area for business investment because of the location of the area itself. And the other thing was that Botshabelo was not as, one would say, that volatile area in terms of violence.
But with the advent of democracy, the factories were shut down.
Just before the 1994 elections, we saw a lot of factories moving out of Botshabelo. And as a result, leaving people of Botshabelo unemployed, leaving people of Botshabelo, most of the families destitute because they are far from one, your shopping centers, your other service institutions like your banks and so on.
The fall of apartheid made investors uneasy.
We thought that maybe the policies that might be will not actually generate any sustainability to their business. So they decided to leave the area. And in doing that, then they created a huge vacuum in terms of unemployment.
Unemployment has also left a series of social problems, including drug abuse, teenage pregnancy, and gangsterism. Today, 80% of Botshabelo's workforce works in nearby Bloemfontein. But that is about to change. This week, the Department of Trade and Industry launched the first ever industrial park in Botshabelo, spending 24 million rand on the security upgrades, fencing and streetlights. These factories will receive a facelift.
As part of our continuing support for industrial decentralization and bringing jobs to areas where people are living, and particularly industrial jobs.
Botshabelo is part of the Mangaung Metro, which encompasses Bloemfontein and Tabanchu. The municipality is led by Executive Mayor Thabo Manyoni. I'm Balisamweti for Morning Live in Botshabelo.